share with Tim Noble in London. We moved to this area of Shoreditch. There was a lot of empty warehouses in this part of London. It was a haven for artists because it was cheaper than anywhere else in London to live.
What you were looking at is a shadow work. It's very much a kind of hands-on process of just taking a screwdriver and screws and splinters of wood and fragmenting them and sort of building something up, which kind of has this kind of mass, but with the light, it's blocking off light, it's creating kind of a very detailed shadow.
Yeah, it's essentially creating something abstract that, when hit by a very bright light, creates a representational shadow on the wall. So it's merging two artistic practices together. You have one and then you have the other.
So maybe, like, if anyone looks at that piece, they're sort of, the brain is sort of getting a sense of releasing time, that something weird is going on when you look at it. It's not manufactured, is it? It's very kind of, it's releasing some kind of message in terms of, like, there is kind of labour-intensive thing going on and there's mistakes unfolding. And I think that's quite important in this day and age, that you don't just have to pick up the phone and kind of order it. You have to do things with your hands. The way I do things with my hands is going to be different to the way you do things. So you get this kind of weird thing involved in the studio, which is what we're sort of feeding off of at the moment, which we're really enjoying.
And you don't set out with an end result in your mind. It's a process that just unravels itself as you're making. It's
because we spend a lot of time going around just getting old. There's often like old chairs just sitting in the street, just like one solitary chair just sitting there lonely. And we've been collecting those obviously to make materials out of.
They've been built over a period of time, over the last 3 or so years. And if you look back at the first piece, it was very much it's called nasty pieces of work. And it's very much a full figure of me, the shadow of me looking quite strong and powerful. And the image of Tim, it was left at just his arm hanging. And for me, Tim's got a very sculptural arm, and I just thought, well, that is the portrait of Tim, it didn't need to be finished. Then we went on to make the second piece, Wild Mood Swings, which is full figures back to back. And then we made the third piece, which is called Self-Imposed Misery, which is just Tim on his own, the full figure. And then there was the fourth piece called The Individual, me on its own. And then the final piece called Young Man. And I guess it shows a kind of breaking up of a relationship as well. I didn't realise that at the time, but it was very much about together, not facing each other. And then the final 3 were individual sculptures. We sort of went off on our own after that. They kind of told us a bit more of a personal story, I think.
This might indicate a new direction, mark, or even it indicates a transitional phase in their work, moving from the accumulated found object to really creating a sculpture from scratch. So the question is where they go from here. Will the shadows someday disappear and then the sculptures themselves become what you're really going to be looking?
Oh!
That was good.
This should have a more smoother tradition.
He, she is an astonishing work. It's, I wouldn't use the word so loosely. It's a masterpiece.
Yeah.
We're actually pissing, yeah, we're like marking our territory.
Something very sexy about a woman when you put on a pair of stiletto heels. Nice pair of knickers when she's taking a piss. And so I captured her in that moment.
And I had to do a wee-wee in the studio so Tim could see where it came from. Exactly.
It's hard work.
It's a hard job. When somebody finds something that's good, you can't really hold on to it for very long before the rest of the world wants to ruin it. Nihilistic.
Optimistic.
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 Nihilistic.